Welcome to the Stargazers channel.
Hello, everyone.
Today we're jumping straight into the cosmic outlook for a specific date, June 11th, 2025. We're going sign by sign.
Yeah, we've gathered insights from various readings focused just on that day.
And our goal is really to unpack the main advice, the core messages, and maybe some, interesting differences between the sources for each sign.
Exactly. Let's get started.
Okay, first up, Aries. That's March 21st to April 20th. For you, Aries, June 11th seems to be about the power of hitting pause.
Right. Your instinct might be to rush ahead, but the sources suggest insight comes more gently in stillness. Patience is the word.
Yeah, it's interesting how both readings really zeroed in on that quiet.
One actually said that wisdom whispers in silence. It doesn't, barge in. It even hinted this stillness could spark something unexpected.
Like what?
Maybe even an interest in the paranormal.
Huh, okay. Moving on to Taurus, April 21st to May 20th. Your day looks a bit, divided.
Yeah, how so?
One source talks about a breakthrough possibly coming through laughter, finding joy, maybe not taking things quite so seriously.
Oh, okay, that sounds nice.
But the other one warns about potential family tension, really stresses controlling emotions.
So careful communication is key there, maybe to avoid anger causing problems.
Exactly. So for Taurus, it's like navigating between lightness and potentially heavier family stuff.
Got it. Next, Gemini, May 21st to June 21st.
For Gemini, it feels like validation might come from small signs. Sources say watch for little things that just click, that align with your energy, see them as meaningful.
Right, trusting that kind of mind-spirit synergy. One reading also advised maybe putting others first sometimes, especially at work.
And using your head over your heart, yeah, to sidestep issues.
Exactly. Don't let emotions or maybe outside influences throw you off course.
Okay, Cancer, June 22nd to July 22nd. Now, this is where the sources really diverge, like significantly. Well, one talks about a gentle release. Letting go of something heavy could be a thought, a fear, some old story, just freeing up energy.
Okay, that sounds quite therapeutic. And the other?
The other paints a much darker picture. It talks about a potentially life-altering incident, maybe a tragedy, or witnessing something that fundamentally shifts your perspective.
Wow, that's intense. A huge difference.
It really is. It also mentions challenges with loved ones and a big need to focus on mental health, warning that stress is definitely around. Two very different vibes for the same day.
Yeah, definitely something for Cancers to be mindful of. Okay, Leo, July 23rd to August 23rd.
For Leos, the vibe is that something familiar might start feeling a bit distant. Maybe even restrictive.
Wow.
What felt safe could now feel stifling.
So not necessarily loss, but maybe a sign that growth is needed, a shift.
Exactly. And channeling energy productively is key. One reading warns against letting emotions become aggressive. Focus on work satisfaction, even if heart and head aren't totally in sync.
And there was also mention of revisiting memories, maybe spending time with old friends. That fits with that theme of familiarity shifting.
Makes sense. Virgo next, August 24th to September 23rd. The key seems to be kindness towards yourself.
Self-kindness. How does that play out?
It's suggested as the way to unlock creativity. So instead of pushing for perfection, maybe explore, enjoy the process. That self-kindness lets your gifts flow.
Okay, I like that. And this connects to leadership potential being tested too, right?
Yeah, one source points to maybe promotion or appreciation, but also warns others might not be thrilled about your success.
So balancing work and home, and crucially, not letting external negativity spoil your achievement.
Right. Libra, September 24th to October 23rd. Here, it's suggested even a small change, a little tweak in how you think, or timing, or just phrasing something differently could bring significant relief.
So don't ignore the little nudges. Peace might come from just switching on a small light, not necessarily, a massive overhaul.
Precisely. And there's an interesting connection to elders mentioned.
Oh yeah, learning from their advice helps you move forward.
That's the idea. But there's a strong caution. Avoid court battles today. The stars might not be favorable for legal fights.
Good to know. Trust intuition, but maybe sidestep the courtroom.
Scorpio, October 24th to November 22nd. Rest and observation seem to be your tools for resetting focus. If you're feeling scattered, pausing helps clarify what's really going on.
Stillness for clarity. Though, interestingly, another source notes that Scorpios might be enjoying the limelight.
But with a warning.
Yeah, that this attention can attract evil-eyed people with maybe less than good intention.
Okay, so awareness is needed.
But on the flip side, really deep quality time with a partner is also forecast, deepening that connection. So it's a balance between public visibility and private intimacy.
Got it. Sagittarius, November 23rd to December 21st. If progress feels slow, the advice is to trust that something steady is being built underneath.
It's like a foundation firming up, even if you can't see the results yet.
Exactly. Patience is crucial here.
Especially, one reading mentioned, with some potentially tough money matters, finances might be challenging.
But work should still feel satisfactory.
Yeah, despite money stress. So diligence, optimism, and like you said, patience are really the keys for Sagittarians on this day.
Capricorn, December 22nd to January 21st. Something hidden might gently surface into your awareness.
Like a quiet thought or maybe a dream.
Could be. The advice is to keep your heart open to this subtle truth, as it might shift your perspective pretty quickly.
And the overall vibe sounds quite positive, strong and smooth.
Yeah, one source describes a peaceful day. Your energy is a blessing, giving you an edge at work maybe.
Nice. And there was something about a loving gesture from a partner reinforcing self-care.
That's right. A reminder to look after yourself amidst the good flow.
Okay, almost there. Aquarius, January 22nd to February 19th.
For Aquarius, sources suggest you might find yourself valuing silence more than urgency. Your soul needs stillness.
Acknowledge that need, even if it means stepping away from noise or nonsense. Finding clarity in just being present.
Precisely. And both sources really hit that note about stillness and silence being important.
Right, and one added that this calm can be found, enjoyed particularly with friends and family today.
Finally, Pisces, February 20th to March 20th. The main theme seems to be protect your calm.
How so?
People might hint at their burdens, but the advice is that support doesn't mean sacrificing your own peace. Setting limits kindly is recommended to keep your energy for yourself. Love and wisdom guide you.
Interesting. So one source is about self-protection, setting limits.
Yeah, well, another actually highlights sharing secrets and feelings with loved ones.
Ah, okay. And a conversation with someone intellectual could shift your view, plus work progress and saving money.
Exactly. So for Pisces, it looks like a mix of vulnerability, connection, but also self-preservation and practicality.
Wow. So looking across all the signs for June 11th, themes like patience, stillness, definitely self-care pop up a lot.
Yeah, and managing relationships, trusting shifts, whether subtle or major, but often with, like we saw with Cancer, very different potential interpretations.
There's definitely that thread of navigating internal needs versus external pressures, isn't there? And the potential events.
They range wildly for some signs depending on which source you look at.
Right. Which kind of leaves us with something to think about, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How do all these different daily influences, sometimes quite contradictory, actually weave together in our real lives? And what does it really take to navigate both the joys and, the potential challenges suggested for just one single day?
That's a great question to reflect on.
For personalized readings, remember to check the link in the description below.
Thank you for watching with us today.
Until next time, God bless.